Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Hitman Paris video sponsored by RageWorks.net. Continuing my Paris Pro walkthroughs, here is Powdering Her Nose and Photobomb. The latter prevents Silent Assassin.
Welcome to Paris, 47.
Now I'm sticking with my Requiem suit since, I just got it. And continuing the path of going through the basement to knock out the cameras, because the cameras have been a bit of an annoyance in professional mode. I'm starting to know where they are. It's just that there's so many of them, and in this particular run through you come across quite a few of them. I always do a quick 3 count after the stylist walks by for my cue to shoot the camera, and that gives us a little bit of space, because if you get too close to him, he spooks. Now, like I said, if you just got this game, I wouldn't recommend doing what I'm doing right now, because it's a huge timing thing. Until you get that timing down, I would be a little bit more careful with shooting the security system, and especially right here. Even though you see me take caution right here behind the flower, that cook right there with his head turning and his freaking cough that instantly lets him look behind him, he can ruin a lot of runs. This isn't even a Silent Assassin run. He can still mess you up,
I'll see you later, okay?
because he'll have the guards looking for you. I found out that you actually don't have to open this door to get them moving. The music pretty much gets them moving, because that's her cue for having to get on stage. But you still gotta wait for this guard to move past the door. And it's funny how, even though he can't see you at the time, your footsteps in your original suit versus your footsteps in, say, the bodyguard disguise are totally different to him. He can tell that one doesn't belong there. Whatever you throw, pipe, coin, whatever, you want to try to make sure you get it up against the wall like that. It makes the waiter here walk all the way into the wall, gives you a little bit more breathing room. Because when you come out of that cabinet, you're very close to him. And sometimes, instead of subduing him, it goes into CQC. This guy here preparing the sushi is another one where it's completely by chance, but sometimes when you open the door, he's looking right at you. Which he shouldn't be, because other than when Novikov goes in there, there's no reason for him to turn around. I just sped things up here because it was a while waiting for them to come down the hallway. And here's another thing where, if you're doing it this way, this is a chance where you might just have to restart. Because even though I've poisoned the sushi, sometimes, and it's like, I don't even know the ratio, maybe 1 in 10. It's like, you don't do anything different, but the bodyguard decides to walk out the side door and puke in a trash can instead of coming in here. And since you can't knock him out and take his disguise there, that's an instant restart, because you need his disguise. You gotta be careful with him bending over like that. You gotta make sure that the subdue is that you can see the word subdue, otherwise, again, you'll go into CQC. And it's very convenient that you leave your suit there, because it's easier to pick up there. It's very rare for Novikov to still be here talking to the bartender, but that was what happened this time. That's why I had to wait a couple of seconds. But while you are in this bodyguard disguise, you want to stay as far away from Novikov as possible.
Keep security tight.
And I do the photobomb assassination last, but the reason why I'm getting this lens, which is part of that assassination now, is because when I come back downstairs, it'll be excuse me, it would be a pain to get it at that time, because the door to my immediate left right now is locked and I don't have a crowbar or my lockpick with me. Still haven't found the master key. I think they may possibly have removed it from the level completely. Now right here, I'm taking the time to go get this screwdriver. It is important when I get upstairs. There's a guard I need to distract and I'll point him out. But if you try to use the pipe, or like in one run I even had my concealed baton, he doesn't pay attention to the pipe or the baton, but for some reason the screwdriver he does. Now because I'm shimmying here, that takes forever. I sped that up, and we're about to see the guard I'm talking about.
It's time to get in touch with Noel Crest.
And I really need to find out who Noel Crest is, so I really need season 2. So this guy right here, you need to get rid of him. You throw the screwdriver back there because, like I said, I've thrown the pipe and the concealed baton in the same exact place and he'll ignore it.
Something's going down. I'm having a look.
And then if you try to go pick it up, all of a sudden he's suspicious of you. Because with pro difficulty, you can barely hold anything without being suspicious. I learned yesterday that as the bodyguard, you can no longer hold a sniper rifle. But mind you can hold a freaking M16. And if it sounds like the audio just dropped out here, it did, because for some reason, it's never happened before. My friend joined a chat with me and all of his audio was on the master for this recording. So I had to cut the audio out for like 3.5 minutes. It'll come back when 47 goes back downstairs. So again, another guard you got to take care of. No idea why you would put a guard in your personal bathroom. It's like Dahlia just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna get naked and take a bath. You just chill right there. It's cool. But then again, she might be into that, so none of my business. I'm just here to drown you, lady. So once the doors close, kick her in her shin, stare at the booty, pick up the poison, and try to get a naughty upskirt shot. I didn't do it this time. Sorry, Vanilla Beast. So at this point, that takes care of Dahlia. And if you're thinking, why didn't he just run down the stairs? Both of the staircases that take me downstairs have an enforcer at the bottom, so got to do it this way. But on the first floor, there are no enforcers, so that's why I jumped in the window. Now going back to exactly where we came from, passing this selfie chick again. We're gonna pass the bathroom for now because we need the disguise for now. We're going into the museum gift shop. Now here's where we have the up-and-coming wannabe fashion blogger. You put the remote explosive in her camera and you wait for her to finish talking. And I didn't mention it earlier. As far as what I brought for this mission, it is the like I had 2 doses of emetic poison. One was the emetic poison vial, which you saw me put on the sushi. One is the emetic poison, the modern emetic syringe, which is what you saw me stick Dahlia with, and the remote explosive device, which is what you saw me put in the camera. Now, once she finishes talking to the people she's trying to buy a new lens from, and she's lost her lens, that's why I stole the lens earlier, you'll get a prompt on her which shows that you can talk to her. 47 will give her the lens, and that is all the setup you have to do for the photobomb assassination. After that, you pretty much just have to get yourself in a position.
Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but overhear. Is this what you're looking for?
Oh, God, yes! Yes, thank you so much. Oh, what do I owe you?
Just glad I could help.
Thanks, mister. You're a lifesaver.
I'm actually quite the opposite, ma'am. I end lives. So now we're going to get rid of this outfit, and I almost messed up right here, because watch this. Like I said, you gotta stay away from Novikov, and he's right there. So it can't be seen by him like this. So we're gonna take a stop at the loo. Get my lovely Requiem suit back. I mean, we're almost out of here anyway, so gotta get my suit back. And this is where it's iffy. Take your pick whether you want to walk past the bartenders, which you see I almost got spotted, or if you want to walk past security, which is actually a little bit more dangerous because you are right next to them when you walk past them. You'll see me do that in a later run. But at this point, the only danger you have of being spotted is once you pull off the assassination.
No, the other one. Nobody.
So I'm just getting myself in a position here where I can see both the reporter and Novikov and waiting for him. It was a good minute and a half.
That is Viktor Novikov, head of Sanguine and ringleader of Iago. Quite the resume.
They have a little bit of time once you're walking out that door to get to this spot or whatever spot you feel comfortable in. But bottom line is you need someplace where nobody will see you holding the detonator and where you can get out. Because pretty much everybody in this area is going to turn into an enforcer in a couple of seconds. You know, once you hit that button, Viktor Novikov is about to fly like an eagle.
Great work. Now head towards an exit.
So I came over here because I can just go out right here. The guys over here are not suspicious yet. And that's it. That's powdering her nose and photobomb on professional difficulty. I thank you guys for watching. Got a couple more videos coming out today, so I hope you'll check those out as well. And almost done with Paris, when we'll be moving on to Sapienza and finally getting the landslide content out to you guys. Again, sorry about that, but real life happens. If you're watching the Super Bowl, enjoy that as well.